quarterfinals since 2016, and they have truly great fans.
Kommen wir 14?
Zit er zo in een ring over. Is daar een?
Hey! Number 10, Anders Amir. Number 60, Christian Schulli. And number 88, Christoph Berchen. Head coach of Team Switzerland is Mr. Patrick Fischer. The assistant coaches, Tommy Armelin and Marcel Jende.
So ja, ist ja.
Schwede! So, teste!
Team Austria! Goalkeepers, number 29, Thomas Hülliken. And number 30, David Kickert. First line, number 14, Kilian Zundel. Number 91, Dominik Heinrich. Number 3, Peter Schneider. Number 5, Thomas Raffel. And number 70, Benjamin Lissner. Second line, number 32, Bernd Wolf. Number 92, Clemens Unterberger. Number 16, Dominik Zwerger. Number 23, Marco Rossi. Number 96, Mario Huber. Third line, number 12, David Meyer. Number 24, 17, Manuel Gala. Number 21, Lucas Olum. And number 98, Bertil Bondata. Fourth line, number 18, Paul Schleifenfeld. Number 20, Nico Hischier. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to Team Austria. And also, please welcome to the Prague Arena, Team Switzerland.
And welcome inside O2 Arena here in Prague, Czechia, as Austria gets set to face Switzerland here in Game 3 of the day 3 and Game 3. Canada beating Denmark in the previous game 5-1. Bedard with 2 goals and an assist, and Finland with an 8-0 victory against Great Britain to start the play here inside O2 Arena. As 5-2 Switzerland beat Norway yesterday, and it was a 5-1 loss for Austria to Denmark, with the two teams lined up at the respective blue lines. The lights coming up, and the officials for today: Sean McFarland from the USA, Christian Weichman from Finland are the refs, Shane Gustafsson from the USA, and Anders Nyqvist from Sweden are the lines people, as Roman Josi shaking hands there. And this is Roger Botter, 59 years old, the 5th straight season as head coach of the Austrian national team. On the other bench, Patrick Fischer, he is 38 years old, his 8th straight season as head coach of Switzerland. He played 27 games with the Phoenix Coyotes back in 2006 and 2007 as the two teams crowd around the respective nets. And Rado Berra gets a tap on the pads, getting set for this game. Former Columbus Blue Jacket Dean Kukan. So should be interesting between these two teams. The 12th meeting in history between these two countries at the World Hockey Championship, and Switzerland has won 6 of those games, 6-3-2 all time. Switzerland all time 3 silver medals Two of them not too long ago, 2018 and 2013, and 8 bronze as far as Austria goes in all-time in the World Hockey Championships. 2 bronze medals. So it's been a great atmosphere inside O2 Arena. Lots of enthusiasm for the last game between Canada and Denmark as we bring in the starting goaltenders. 30-year-old David Pickard. He gets the call today. Last year in the tournament, 0-3 with an .859 save percentage and a goals against 3.67. 37-year-old Rado Barra, his 10th World Championship. 5'9", and actually 76 games in his NHL career with Calgary, Colorado, Florida, and Anaheim, as these two teams are set to face off in their second games respectively here at the World Hockey Championship.
Boys, let's have fun. Nico, you're down first. Have a good one. Down. Down.
Nico Hischier wins the draw against Nisner, and we are underway. Shoveled in by Switzerland, in on the forecheck, Calvin Thirkov, playing on a pretty strong first line with Kurashev and Hischier. And Switzerland coming away with the puck. At the line, Glauser will send it. Hischier accepts and pushes it back to the line. Roman Josi, brilliant defender, cross-ice pass, and he'll pick it up. Josi with 240 points in the last 3 years with Nashville. And Switzerland starting with the play in the Austrian zone, but it is cleared, and Peter Schneider is there, the 33-year-old, his team changing. Josi leans on him. Schneider doing well to protect the puck. He put it to the front, but it's picked off by Glauser, and he'll steer it out. Turning back with it, Dominic Sperger, nowhere to go. Throws it behind the goal, back to the point, quick shot, and speared and held by Berra.
So Switzerland comes into this game comfortable, very confident that they are the quicker, better team. Always interesting the goaltending rotation with Reto Berra getting the start against Austria. You got Giannoni, who's been around forever, and their third goalie, Akira Schmid, the only guy who's in the NHL at times from New Jersey. And you're never quite sure how it's going to play out throughout the tournament as far as who gets the games down the stretch.
Giannoni played yesterday. He is not dressed today, and Schmid is the backup for Switzerland as it's moved towards Sven Andrighetto, the former Canadian and Avalanche. And yes, he took a stiff one there. Looking around to see who bumped him was
Czech Zwerger, number 16 is who it was.
leaning into Andrighetto, always a quick player. Moved ahead, Mario Huber deflects that in, and the fans get into it early here at O2 Arena. Battle for it in the corner, moved away by Ken Jagger and pushed ahead, and there is Andrighetto. He'll float that in. A partial change now for Switzerland as Niederreiter puts a little pressure on David Meyer. Niederreiter with 18 goals with the Winnipeg Jets this past season, and regrouping is Benjamin Baumgartner. Did not play yesterday, and we get a whistle a minute and 48 seconds in.
Sven Andrighetto, you talk about trying to take a name and a number because he mishandles this puck. And he gets smushed into the linesman of all people. Shane Gustafsson. Well, it's better hit the boards of the linesman. I'm not quite sure, but either way, he doesn't like that one. Good clean hit, got around the front of him, no penalty.
Anders Nyquist, the linesman, taking a bit of a bump there as well. So off the draw, Sentler reaching in for Switzerland. He scored yesterday in that 5-2 victory over Norway for the Swiss. Held up on the line by Dario Simeon, and he'll watch the puck go to Marty on the left. Christian Marty will drill it in. 1 year with Blainville-Boisbriand in the Quebec League some years back. Mayer punches that to center, and into the Swiss zone it goes. Marty works it back. Berra got a touch. He'll scramble back into his net quickly. Back to the blue line. Meyer gets squared away and sends it around. Sentler just went out of his reach. He'll try and track it, pushed further by Baumgartner. Baumgartner, a 6th-round pick of New Jersey in 2020. He wears number 98 for Austria. Both teams changing now. A little bit of time behind the goal for Michael Fora. Pass through center. That didn't work. Fora up on the check, but he missed it. Now a chance for Schneider with a shot ripped wide. That was the captain, Thomas Raffel, with the best chance so far for Austria. He'll play it back to the corner. Raffel a part of this first line with Nisner and Schneider. Raffel behind the goal. Set it up, but not a great pass onto the stick of Andres Ambol, the longtime Swiss forward, his 19th championship, and Berra forced to make a good save off Benjamin Nisner.
And that's good stuff from Austria. Counter-attacking hockey. turn it over, get in the offensive end, and get to work. Good forecheck by Raffel to knock it loose, and Michael Flora going fishing, and Nisner, nice little drag through. Quick release, look at 5-hole, but Berra down to take that away. And a positive start for Austria the first few minutes of the game.
Josi will steer that back behind the net, and Andrea Glauser plays for Lausanne, trying to get it out. Berra will play it off the boards. A skipping puck. Kurashev, who rode shotgun much of the last year with Connor Bedard in Chicago. He wears number 23 in white, and he'll get in on the forecheck along with Thurkov. Thurkov will get to that loose puck, good speed. Josi, quick shot. Hischier is on it. Swept away from him and back toward the goal as Kickert had to be alert. Hischier on the turnover. Chipped it toward the front, out of the reach of Kurashev, and back the other way is Nisner. His third world championship. He wears number 70 and gets it in. Andrea Glausner with room to skate. Good pass to Josi, and here he comes. What a season he had this past year for Nashville. I guess you can say that for every year for Roman Josi.
Yeah, probably going to finish second in the Norris ahead of Cale Makar to give you a sense of how good his year was. If we're going to give it to Quinn Hughes the victory, Roman Josi was that good for Nashville. Just like Nino Niederreiter is usually that good for Switzerland. Every year that he's knocked out, the top NHL players get asked, and there's a big responsibility when you're one of the top flight guys for a country that doesn't have a full roster of NHLers to show up. And Niederreiter time and again answers the call. And worth noting, Kevin Fiala joining Switzerland tomorrow, so even more talent on their way for Switzerland.
That is a boost. They'll play Czechia tomorrow, and we know what it's going to be like in here for that game.
I wonder if Fiala will get here in time, feeling good enough. Last year he arrived and played the day of. No better way to wake up into the tournament than walk into this building against Czechia tomorrow night.
The face-off in the Switzerland zone just underway. The point shot, score! Unterweger with a drive from the blue line. Austria has struck first. It's 1-0. Clemens Unterweger, his fourth world championship, and scores from the blue line.
Clean win on the face-off, and Unterweger tees this one up, and that is a Tim Wakefield special. Knuckling the whole way in. Marco Rossi digs in, the puck's on edge when he hits it. And look at that thing dipping and diving, and no real screen. A little bit of an attempted shot block up by that blue line, but a goaltender would expect to save that every single time. But I think the movement on it caught Berra off guard, and Unterweger, not known to be an offensive defenseman, opens the scoring for Austria.
Looks like Rossi will get the assist. The goal comes at 4:15. The clean win, as Mike mentioned, on the draw. Chipped ahead by Ganal. He had Austria's only goal yesterday, but they take the lead here against Switzerland. That pass intended for Herzog in front. Herzog, a former Leafs pick, wears 68. Couldn't do anything with that puck. Now a clearing attempt. Marty is able to hold the line. Christian Marty, a bouncing puck. He'll continue along. He's knocked off balance in the corner. A good play defensively that time by Lucas Howden. He had an assist yesterday in the 5-1 loss to Denmark. That's off a skate and into the Swiss bench.
Well, they always say when you dig in for a face-off, you don't have to win them, but you really got to try not to lose them that cleanly. And Jaeger gets snapped back by Marco Rossi and everyone flowing towards the net. But no matter what kind of breakdown happens in front of them, you never expect a slapper from 50 feet without much traffic in front to get past the goaltender. But it did on Reto Berra. And Austria, who had a tough first game. Denmark, they were sort of in it for a while. Eventually got to be 5-1 for the Danes. And now when they're calling it the Alps Derby between Switzerland and Austria, this match up 1-0.
Unterweger, 32 years old, 4 goals for his club team, Klagenfurt, in Austria this past year. Rohr bounces off a check, gets it ahead. Ali Vukovic brought down on the play, gets some support. Knocked in deep by Nico Brunner. Around the boards, catching up to it is Paul Stapelfeld. He had an assist yesterday. It's his first World Hockey Championship. Rohr, the Canadians picked from a couple of years ago. Former Ottawa 67. He kept it in, and the Austrians do it again. That shot off mark. Austria changing, so a little bit of time for Switzerland to get it together. Berchi moves it behind the goal. So Unterweger his first at 4:15, the scoring so far. Michael Fora got it into the zone. That pass intended for Hischier. It got all the way to the goal. Kickert had to keep an eye on it. Hischier pushed off balance. Centering pass. And it is cleared and skated ahead. Good work by Raffel, former Manitoba Moose. Thomas Raffel, now 37 years old. And maybe a chance for Raffel now. He'll wait for some support, spins it in behind the goal. Hischier back there where he usually is in the right spot defensively when he plays. 6.5 into this one. Skated ahead smoothly by Josi, got over center red. He'll drill it in and get off. Forechecking by Niederreiter, working in the corner against Unterweger, the goal scorer. Outlet pass, and that'll slide all the way down and will be icing against Austria.
Austria so far has done a nice job stifling the speed of Switzerland. That's when Switzerland gives teams troubles, when they start really working around the offensive zone, defensemen activating, and Austria making the clears. And so far, well, it's Unterweger has got the goal for Austria. Just one shot, 7 minutes in for Switzerland, as they are still trying to find their legs in the late game.
Off the scramble, flipped up by Mayer, former North Bay Battalion and Peterborough Pete David Meyer, who wears number 12 for Austria. Now catching up to a Dean Kukon. Pretty good pass through, and Rigetto poked it toward the net. Niederreiter will catch up to it in the corner. Backed it back to the blue line. Siegenthaler for Niederreiter. Siegenthaler, 312 NHL games, 4th year this past season with the Devils. Former Capital as well. Relayed into the Swiss zone. We've seen Berra come out somewhat awkwardly a couple of times. We'll keep an eye on how he plays the puck here tonight. Niederreiter along the boards where he's always so effective. He'll carry that through center against 4 Austrians, looking full over his shoulder to see who's coming along. Looking to bide his time, but Rossi was there. What a rookie season he had for Minnesota. 20 goals. He has an assist in this one. And we get a hand pass, the reason for the stoppage in play. Unterweger with the goal at 4:15 here in Prague.
Dear hockey friends, it's my pleasure to introduce you to heavy stars at this championship. Ring number 20, and ring number 24, also amazing mascot.
Back at Prague, what are you seeing so far here, Mike?
We're seeing an Austrian team clogging up the neutral zone, layers on defense, and Switzerland haven't yet sorted out how to advance the puck with pace. And if this game is played a little bit slower, that is to Austria's liking.
The Swiss team finished 5th the last 2 years. Last season they were 6-2, and Austria last year finished 14th. They won once in 7 games. Off to a pretty good start here as Herzog for Switzerland went right by him and back into the Swiss zone. Marty will turn with it, make the pass. Now carried ahead, and Herzog accepts it, trying to cut around his check. That's Baumgartner keeping an eye on him, and it is Meyer, the 24-year-old with 2 assists in last year's tournament, sends it down and icing against Austria.
You do want to be mindful of your Austria. You love the skating clear by Meyer, but not getting to the red line, which they call very tight in international hockey, is something you're going to want to be careful of. Don't want to let Switzerland get their first line up there for offensive zone faceoffs like they have right now with Nico Hischier and Roman Josi getting a free offensive zone start.
Hischier, his 5th World Championship. Former first overall pick in 2017. Now 25 years old. He's beaten at the dot that time by Baumgartner. Lifted down into the Swiss zone. And Josi, 85 points this past year. Nashville had that great streak, and he was right ahead of it. He had a nice move, lost it though. That shot wobbles off a stick, gloved down at the side of the net by Steven Strong. A little bit of pressure from Switzerland. Kurashev back to the line. Roman Josi dancing with it. Kurashev takes his pass, gives it back. Josi fires it off a stick and just off the mark. Good work again by Therfov as he was able to keep that puck in the zone, but the pressure is broken. Dumped in by Rohr. Vincent's Rohr now in the corner. Habs 3rd round pick in 2022. Point pass. Brunner sends it rink wide. That shot off the backboards. Waiting behind the net was Paul Huber. Barrow with an eye on it. A bit of a crowd in front of his net. Now Brunner at the line. Taken away. 3 Swiss players on the attack. Led by Josi with Kurashev, and Hischier shot. And that may have gone off the foot of Kickard. What a chance for Switzerland.
Do not want to be messing with the puck with Roman Josi out of the ice. Brunner gets caught, gives him a clean 2-on-1. And bailed out either by a missed net or maybe a slight glove save by Kickard. And you really got to be careful here. You have Kurashev attacking you, Josi right behind him. Now it's Josi and Hischier off the races. And I think he does maybe get a bit of a pad on that one. Get a better look at it here. Yeah, absolutely. Good save by Kickard. Josi electing to shoot. Why wouldn't he? He had 23 goals this season. Monster number for a defenseman.
Puck sent to the open corner. 1-0 Austria, and a goal by Clemens Unterweger at 4:15. Nissner will track that down. Puts it behind the goal. Raffel trying to shield that puck, and he took a good bump. He stayed up and was knocked off balance by the check of Tristan Scherbe.
He is a spark plug. He'll look to create some energy, some physicality the way he plays. That's offside.
Scherbe, 15 years with Bern in the Swiss League, had a goal yesterday in that victory against Norway. At the Swiss line, kept in momentarily by Bernd Wolf, but Austria will have to regroup. They have the lead here. Partial change for Austria. Kukan stepped up, but the puck moved behind the net. Andres Ambul, the 40-year-old. 133rd game. That's a record for Switzerland in this tournament. Some great maneuvering by Berchi to get it out of the zone. Chipped off the boards. Ambul will track that down. 23 years with Davos in the Swiss League. Pretty good outlet pass onto the stick of Marco Rossi. He'll tee it up, gets it back. Rossi delaying, pushed, and he had to take that one back to center. Rossi, the 9th pick in 2020, 103 NHL games, of course, all with Minnesota. He's had his health problems along the way, but a great season, as we said.
Yeah, they missed about a year with COVID-related illnesses. He went back to Europe, got a physical reset before returning to North America.
Pass ahead for Ganal, but he was cut off right away. Now Switzerland speeding back with Michael Fora dumping it in, the 28-year-old. In behind the goal. Myers had a pretty good start to this game. That'll trickle out of the zone just away from Lucas Howdem. Baumgartner turning at the boards. Strong shoots at a wobbler, and it floats into the glove of Berra. The shots 5-3 Austria with 8:20 to go in the first. They lead it 1-0.
Fiorentina breaks the official green blue, leading the chase. Drivers also in the virtual mirror. The great star will receive all your cheering please. Choose your colors as you like. And here we go. I'm the use of Tino.
3 here at the World Hockey Championship. We are in Prague. Of course, Pool B in Ostrava, they had a thriller there today where Latvia beat France 3-2 in overtime. Slovakia beat Kazakhstan in the first game 6-2.
Sweden's jumped out early 2-0 over Poland. It seems like Sweden and the U.S. are the real classes of Group B.
Off the face-off, Glauser will move that ahead. For checking from Fabrice Herzog, and we'll have the game's first penalty here with 8:09 left. A high sticking call in period 1.
Herzog a little drifty with the stick on the forecheck, and an opportunity for Austria to head to the power play and expand their 1-0 lead. Herzog trying to get in and looking to lift the stick, misses it, puts it right across the face of Brunner. And so a power play that was 0 for 3 in their first game against Denmark. We'll try to go to work here. And Marco Rossi, we know, is the best offensive player for Austria. He had a tough game in the first game. Took some penalties, some turnovers, wasn't as good as they need him to be. Chance for him to make an impression on this game on the power play.
For the Swiss yesterday in their victory over Norway, they were 2 for 3 on the penalty kill, and it is Rossi off the face-off controlling it. But aggressive play there by Dean Kukan. Played 153 games with the Columbus Blue Jackets, clearing a tip, and Hischier is able to whip that one all the way down. He will head off. Nico Hischier, partial change there for Switzerland. 20 seconds into the penalty to Herzog. Now Rossi will dump that in. He's got the momentum. He'll follow up on it. Chip to the corner. Grabbed there by Thomas Raffel. Looks to the blue line. Snapped around by Heinrich in behind the goal. Siegenthaler, always a good penalty killer, and the Swiss are able to clear. Well, Austria looking to reset, trying to go up 2-0. Game's first power play. Heinrich, 6th World Championship. He'll dump it off to Peter Schneider. Opening over there for Raffel. The puck bounced away from him. Got it back. Schneider is bothered. In behind the goal, Glauser for Switzerland. And it'll be carried ahead by Berchi. Christoph Berchi. 9 games of NHL experience with Minnesota Wild. And doing a good bit of work in behind the Austria goal, but now he's taken away. Dominic Sverger, former Spokane Chief. Played for Everett as well in the WHL. Austria trying to get it together here in the 30 seconds left in this power play. And Huber, if that was onside, it was just onside. Picked up behind the net by Fora. Plays it to the boards. They can't clear it. Now fanning on it was Baumgartner. He is dumped on the play. Checked down by Fora. Big crowd back there. Reaching in was Sentler for Switzerland. Now it comes free. Point pass. Houdem sent it right back. Now to the blue line. Unterweger. The left side pass. Penalty is over. Herzog races back into the defensive zone. Austria 0 for 1. There's a shot off a stick, and that flies up and over the glass.
Well, it basically took the full 2 minutes to get set up for Austria, so by the time they got it, Herzog was on his way out. Houdem was thinking about getting to the bench because he's a forward out there, and shot blocked by Herzog sent the puck up into the glass.
That's Lucas Houdem, again, an assist yesterday. 7 games last year, 2 goals in this tournament. So back to 5 skaters aside here in Prague. Brunner took a bump, but he got it in deep. Rohr for Austria. Hischier got a stick on it, played it off the referee's leg, but no harm done as it went right to Romain Löffel. He had a goal yesterday in the Swiss victory. That play broken up, sent back to center. Paul Huber, all 6'5" of them. He moves it ahead to Rohr, delays. That one off the body, bouncing in front. Berra made the stick save. Still walking away at it, they score! Paul Huber, and it's 2-0 Austria.
Follow the bouncing puck. Paul Huber was the only one who knew where it was, as it was a broken play off the rush. Moore drives it wide, just fires it down towards the net. It's banging around the feet of Hischier. There's the first rebound. And Huber sort of kicks it towards the net. Then Berra gets his feet outside the post. You see him missed getting the wet. What? No, it's definitely in. He misses the post on the next save there. So now he's sort of out of sorts. And Marty might have had a chance to scrape it off the line, but off Berra's padded in, and it's a wake-up call for Switzerland. 2-0 Austria.
Unterweger with the first, and now Huber with the goals. Maybe a little bit questionable, both of them, on Reto Berra, as Niederreiter picks it up and sends it back to the line. Josi, all he could do was poke it, and that went over the glass and out. So a 2-0 lead for Austria with 5:09 left in period 1 here in Prague. Back in O2 Arena, where Paul Huber has scored, Vincent's Rohr with the assist at 14:33, and a 2-0 lead for Austria over Switzerland.
So Switzerland hasn't made Austria work defensively. That was always going to be the concern. Well, penalty coming up here on Zwerger as Josi dances him. You just cannot run full speed at Roman Josi when he's at the blue line. He's too shifty. And he wants you to. He wants you to try to take it from him so he can go around you. There wasn't a lot of contact there, but Zwerger got a piece and Josi went down. And he gets a tripping penalty, so a big opportunity. Zwerger, they go foot on foot, absolutely the right call. So a power play, it did score once in their first game yesterday. Goes to work, and this feels almost pivotal that they get some positive traction in the period. Still just 3 shots for Switzerland.
As you said, they haven't spent a lot of time in the Austrian zone at 5-on-5. The Swiss control off the face-off, down a pair. Austria 5 for 6 yesterday in their loss to Denmark. Quick pass for Hischier, plays it off the skate. There's a shot by Josi, blocked in front as Ambul looking for his space in the blue paint, or just outside of it. Now Kurashev will turn with it. One-timer, Josi! That did not get through, it was blocked, and it's cleared by Vukovic.
That one stung. Vukovic going in the defenseman door, didn't want to skate anymore.
Hischier quickly in, drops it for Niederreiter, an opening. Nino Niederreiter out front, gets it back. The save made, and we've got a penalty coming up here.
It's too many men. We're going too many. As Heinrich tried to scoot off, but it was way too late. Oh boy, that is tough timing for Austria. You're having a brilliant first period. Everything going well. You take one penalty, okay, it happens. Then to get a too many men penalty, and Switzerland's gonna try to get a quick little quasi timeout. As let's count them up here. Here comes Heinrich, that's a 5-pack, and that's 3 defensemen. Sundell, Unterweger, and Heinrich, and he notices and tries to slip off, but
it's not often you see a shorthanded team get too many men on the ice ball.
And not where it's sort of within 10 feet of the bench. He was 50 feet out. So here we go. Lofel could really shoot it. We'll look for him and Josi be the catalyst from the back end for Switzerland.
Hischier against Thomas Raffel. 2-man advantage for Switzerland, trying to cut the Austrian lead in half. Raffel digging in, it's up for grabs, and it is. Lofel tees it up. Josi scores! just the way you'd want to draw it up. Power play goal, Roman Josi, and it's 2-1.
Roman Josi will not be shy about shooting the puck. A lot of times you think that might be a low percentage shot, but scrambled draw, Wolf will tease him up. It's one-on-one. Kicker's got to move a little bit right to left, and Loffa puts it right on a tee flat. Josi kick on that stick. Whoa! Fires it back against the grain over the shoulder. And in a period where they have not played well, Switzerland now just trailing by 1 and still have a minute 55 power play as they took just 5 seconds to score on the 5-on-3.
So Josi with his second point of the tournament. He had an assist yesterday in the victory against Norway. Niederreiter knocked that one loose, trying to get back after it. It is cleared to center. Hischier was flying after that puck as well. So Switzerland coming to life, right back in. Kurashev leaves it for Niederreiter. To Roman Josi. Ambul takes the pass. Kurashev back to Josi again. Gets on the move with it. Brilliant footwork from him always. He gets it back from Kurashev. The pass to the slot. One of the Swiss players, Niederreiter, upended awkwardly. He's okay, but it's shot down the ice.
It's not a normal power play that the defenseman is the quarterback, also the half-wall player, also the zone entry guy, but Roman Josi is not a normal defenseman.
Andrighetto speeding toward the line, pass a little bit too far for Thurkov, but he'll get it back. Thurkov crosses pass with Ken Jäger, and they get set.
Loffa wants to switch sides here. There you go. Kukan, get out of there. He wants a one-timer.
Now Kukan makes the pass. Jäger couldn't handle it. Jäger, I should say, and it's picked up and shot down the ice with 50 left in the penalty.
In this part of the world, he's just Jäger.
That's right. Just take out the E. Ken Jäger, his first world championship, 25-year-old, and he'll carry it into the zone. Trying to hang on to it against a couple of Austrians. He got it to Andrighetto, releasing and taking it Thurkov. Back to the line. Löffel gave it back. Kukan for Löffel. Andrighetto wasn't teed up properly, couldn't shoot it. He'll weave and get a little opening. Gets it back. Sven Andrighetto. Under 20 left in the penalty. Andrighetto from the hash marks. Kukan. Löffel fires it. Rebound. Loose off the goalpost. And kicker trying to get on it. It is still free. Big scramble around the goal and swept to the front of the net.
Kicker wasn't even looking.
Everything happening except the Swiss goal right there. Penalty is over. Shot by Andrighetto and kicked away by Kicker. But business is picked up in the second half of this first period. Swiss that close to tying it. They do go and get one power play goal. That was Josi's, of course, and it's cleared by Austria. Now with some room, Siegenthaler, the 27-year-old, got it back, head-manned it. Simeon worked it to the corner. Herzog lost it. Rossi will slug that into the zone with 1:40 remaining in this opening period. Austria had the first two, and then Josi cut it to a 2-1 Austria lead. Austrians win the battle for the puck along the backboards. Huber hoping it'll come free. Sberger back toward the line. In behind the goal. Mario Huber back to the point. A shot rattled off a body. Austria trying to get some time in the Swiss zone. It's been hard to come by the last few minutes. And Herzog will shake himself free. Shots 7-7, so 3 goals on 14 shots in total in this one.
1 minute left in the first period.
Siegenthaler takes his time. Ambul speeding along, hoping it'll come to him, but he's ahead of the play. It's offside.
Catch our breath after that wild sequence on the power play. Löffel loves to shoot it. There's the one-timer. He gets it down there. Turkov going to tuck it in the far side on the rebound. Can't create the angle off the side of the net, but somehow the puck stays alive. He's behind the goal line almost to get that one in front. Löffel wrapped it in on Kicker, who was facing the backboards, but somehow had hit his skate. And you know these tendencies. Löffel wants to just shoot that one-timer in there.
Romain Löffel plays for Bern in the Swiss League. Dumped into the Austrian zone. Swept around by Stephen Strong. Played with Mississauga, Saginaw, and at the University of Guelph. Kept in there by Berchi. He'll send it around the boards with a half a minute to go. Ambul being checked on the play by Meyer. Chervet comes along to help. Swiss will get the puck. Josi at the blue line. Just eases it back to the corner. That pass for Josi, tried to turn away with it. It got caught up in some skates. Berchi had a stick, and he's going to go to the penalty box for that. So Austria will have its second power play of the game.
It's a good call. Berchi was trying to draw a penalty by chicken winging or grabbing the stick of the Austrian defender. He took it right out of his hands. And he knows it. Christian Wiekman makes the call. It's the right one. Offensive zone. Grabbing the stick. Watch Berchi right here. He's got a pin right here. He's just not letting David Meyer get his stick out of there. So Meyer just drops it. And the ref read it correctly, holding the stick.
Hischier wins the draw for Switzerland with time ticking away in this first period of play. So when the second starts, Austria will have 1:53 of power play time.
Well, that was an eventful period. Austria would always sign up for a 2-1 lead after one. Switzerland started to wake up courtesy of the power play, but will need to be better in the second.
Unterweger and Huber for Austria. Josi scoring for Switzerland.
Well, at a close first period, and Team Austria is going to lead 2-1. Maybe a surprise for somebody, but they deserve it. We will see how things will change in the second period. Stay with us. We have an intermission program ready for you. Or just relax and just enjoy your time here in the property.
Nico, you're down first. Have a good one. Down. Down. Yeah. That's it. Good job. Sticks! Guy! Sticks! Easy! Too many men on red! Too many!
No, mým oblíbeným hrdinou je asi Jirka Hrdina. Možná proto, že ho znám osobně, že jsem měl možnost se s ním sklouznout na ledě, ale že to je taky člověk, se kterým se dá mluvit o spoustě věcí, nejen o hokeji, který má jasný názor na mnoho věcí a nebojí se ho říct.
Asi zvolím už zmiňovaného Davida Pasternáka, protože se známe i trošku osobně, takže asi hodně bude tomu a jeho šikovnosti, když hraje.
Well, this is a game that is being played in Australia in Group B. Team Sweden is in the lead against Poland again. From the pictures we've seen during the first period, once again, truly thrilling atmosphere in Australia because Poland is there right now. It is their presence in the top division after a while. But I can tell you, when it's Austria, Poland is there at home for sure. Now back to our Alpine Derby, Austria versus Switzerland here on the highlights of the first period. Ladies and gentlemen, one can recognize Team Austria. And also, Pop Schmitz, here is Switzerland.
Back in Prague, a minute 53 seconds remaining in an Austrian power play. Pretty successful first period for them, Mike, but then too many men on the ice call didn't help Austria much at all.
Well, this is just it. The margins are so fine for Austria. They have to play well, they need good goaltending, and they need to be smart. And they did all that until they started taking penalties. Josi draws one, it happens, but a too many men, while down already, proved costly and allowed Switzerland to get right back in the game.
Josi took 5 seconds to score in that power play, but it is 2-1 Austria, kicked in by Rappel as period 2 begins. Rappel reaching in again. He gets some help as it's swept around the boards by Nisner. Back to the point, sent deep by Rossi.
Austria's got to start moving on their power play. They know Switzerland's going to press anytime the puck's along the wall, and they're not close enough to support. Lots of easy clears.
Rossi last year had a goal and 5 assists in the World Championships. As they bring it into this Switzerland zone, picked up there by Scherbe. He plays it around the boards, and that puck goes out of play.
One of the best ways, if you're having a hard time setting up on the power play, getting an offensive zone faceoff is a great way to gain control, as we see a large contingent of Swiss fans who travel so well and very colorfully to these tournaments, singing and dancing all day long in preparation for the night match.
Crowds here already, over 16,000 for the Canada 5-1 victory today against Denmark, as it's sent in behind the Austrian goal off the draw. Unterweger will leave it. Baumgartner sends it ahead, and Houdum made the next pass. Austria cannot hold the line, and with 50 seconds left in the penalty, will have to start again. Baumgartner, his 3rd World Championship. He began that play. Sverger being pressured at the line. Some pretty good work there defensively. Andrea Glauser was on him. Unterweger to Sverger. Here he comes. Dominic Sverger over the line. Passes to the far corner. Kukan is there. He poked it loose, but right to Houdum. Mario Huber trying to get possession. Now he'll steer it back. Still time for Austria in this power play, and a wild shot off the one-timer by Houdum, duck and cover. Unterweger, Sverger, one-time shot, score! He didn't miss that one. Lucas Houdum, and it's 3-1.
He just had to adjust the sights after the first one. He wanted it. He was banging his stick. He was calling for the puck. He wanted to let it fly. And what a nice pass. Sverger splitting the box. And oh, it catches a piece of Siegenthaler. No chance for Reto Berra. Tough break. Good job getting it up, but it catches Siegenthaler's shoulder and redirects slightly to beat Reto Berra. Didn't look great, but nothing he could do about that one. And that's, listen, you give up a power play goal, you draw a penalty, you go get one back yourself and restore the 2-goal advantage.
Houdum with his first to go along with an assist he had yesterday. He had 2 goals in the World Championships last year, and a power play goal for Austria has them back with their 2-goal lead. Now collected behind the goal. Nissner to the line, but no further. Thurkov for Switzerland, but they get caught in deep. They'll get back quickly on the back check, though, and break up that play as Thurkov looking for some help. Brought in over the line, Josi. Berchi took the pass, moved it back to the line. Lurful. Josi at the goal line, tipped in front, they score! Hischier was waiting in front, Josi sent it there, and once again, it's a 1-goal game.
Hischier the recipient, but it's all Roman Josi. He gets a zone entry, he stays alive, and we know he doesn't retreat back to the blue line. And he is just trying to find the line right through the skates. Oh yeah, and just Hischier, got to get there, you got to be strong. Don't let the guys checking you bother your stick. And he goes back against the grain through the 5-hole of kicker. And right back to a 1-goal deficit, but it's Josi taking charge. Goal and an assist for Switzerland, instrumental in both goals.
So 2 goals in 38 seconds, 1 for Austria and then 1 by Hischier for Switzerland, and it's 3-2. Nico Hischier just batting that one in off a fine pass by Josi, who has 2 points here tonight. Andrigetta will backhand that into the zone. Forces Unterweger to turn. Niederreiter grabs the puck. Gets a bump, knocked to the ice, but he got it back to Marty beforehand. That pass was off his skate. Andrigetta reached in. Turnover. There's a drive and a big save that time by Kickert, as he had to be alert. Maybe his best save of the game. And an icing call.
can tell the teams are feeling the frenetic energy. They're all standing on the bench like they're 10 years old. No one's sitting down. And 2 goals in quick succession will do that, Odo. On the power play, one-timer deflecting off Siegenthaler to make it 3-1. Then Josi to Hischier. Didn't even see it go in, but it did to make it 3-2 Austria.
That last goal, Hischier from Josi and Löffel. So Löffel with 2 assists today, along with Josi a pair of points. Unterweger with a couple of points. He had an assist on the Howden goal. 3-2 Austria in this back and forth game, the final game of play here in Prague tonight. Wolf for the Austrians. He'll play it off the boards and out, looking ahead for Rossi. Backhands that into the zone. Berra will leave it. Dean Kukan with a little bit of room to maneuver now. Away he comes through center. Leaves it into the backhand. Swiss making a wholesale change. Strong takes the pass. Moved it ahead to center. Flicked that there by Manuel Ganal. And offside Austria with 3:48 gone here in period 2.
Austria, if you were to say, listen, 24 minutes in, you're up by a goal, they'd take it. And if you're Patrick Fisher, he's been coaching hard at the bench. He's been calling his guys in on TV timeouts. He's been trying to get Switzerland going the way he wants. Hasn't quite happened just yet.
Glauser turns, had the puck taken away from him. A good forecheck here by the Austrians as Baumgartner went down, but play is broken up. Scurrying ahead, Herzog will drop it off. Josi trying to give it back to him. Roman Josi now behind the goal. Makes a neat move in traffic, poked away, long shot, and that may have surprised the goaltender kicker. It seemed to hit the side of the goal. Herzog reaching in, a pile over there in the corner. Strong for Austria, moved it up the boards. And now Baumgartner is able to get that one down the ice. No icing as Herzog gets back for it. For Josi, had some pressure on it, batted it out to center. Slugged in by Ambul, who had an assist in the first. 63 career points for him in this tournament in his 133rd World Hockey Championship game. And he's in on the forecheck with Kurashev, who's being badgered on the play by Vukovic. Temperature rising ever so slightly in this one. Now Kurashev in the corner. Made the pass, got it back. Kurashev on the move, wrist shot through a crowd. That may have changed direction at the last second. Rower is able to get it to the line, took a bump. Now Strong takes his time. He'll skate to center, get over the red line and play it in. Marty leaned into his man, poking at it. Paul Huber for Austria. They're up by 1. Ambul will turn. Slides that in deep. Kilian Zundel. Long pass all the way out to center. Kukan to Andrighetto. He'll forward it. Niederreiter down the right wing. Lost possession. Trying to get it back. Andrighetto was there. Couldn't cut it off. Kukan will slide it behind the goal. Zundel plays for Ambri Priota in the Austrian League. Around the boards it comes. Kukan is able to get a piece of it. Raffel was there. Kukan punched that ahead. Now at center, Rohr takes a whack at it. Takes a little bit of abuse there from Siegenthaler. Jaeger is waiting for the pass, but Niederreiter will now give it to him as they get into the zone. Nino Niederreiter passed it to the far side. Josi took an odd hop at the last second, and Austria is able to clear. Jaeger supporting Josi back there at center. Jaeger from his knees makes the pass. Berchi cutting in, nice move! Oh, and a big stop, what a play! Off the rush that time. Good opportunity for the Swiss to tie, and they came that close. 3-2 in the second. Howden for Austria. Hischier for Switzerland.
And now it's time to decide who will be the fan of the game. And you will decide to be voted in the official IIHF that is powered by Skoda. Scan the QR code and get ready for the background. You have the symbol, and you can get the IIHF app and get all the information about the tournament. And now let's find out who will be the fan of the day. Now, near the side is the life of the lights.
That was 2-1 Austria after one, and all of a sudden the Austrians with a 3-2 lead. Lots going on here in period 2 at O2 Arena.
So trying to up the tempo. Then we'll start watching, just wondering how much Roman Josi is going to play in this game. It was just under 8 minutes in the first period. You know he can handle about as much as they want to give him.
When you can skate like that, life is a lot easier. It's directed toward the front of the net, broken up. Wolf will move it ahead. Rossi going one-on-one with Josi, but taken away. Good back check there by Sven Sventler, who broke that up. Spent the last 9 years with Zug in the Swiss League as they bring it into the Austrian zone. Josi looking to get it back as one of the Austrian players went careening off to the slot area. Mario Huber was knocked down, and Wolf will just lift that one to center ice. That's 11-8 now for Switzerland. They're down one. Josi carries it right back into the zone. Got a couple of points. You get the feeling he's far from done there. That shot, a wild one by Sentler, may have gone off a stick all the way back to center. Lurfel with a couple of points. Berchi cuts right in, set up and off the side of the net. That close to a tie game. Berchi just missed finishing a brilliant maneuver moments ago in that pass, but no goal to show for it, and an icing against Austria.
Yeah, Hischier with his head in his hands, he can't believe he pushed that one wide. It's the same move Berchi just used to get in alone. Drag to the middle, see you later. And puck again just a little bit tight to Hischier's feet. So harder to elevate all the way, but he wants that one back. It's a couple one-on-one shake and bakes by Berchi.
He forced Kicker to make a brilliant save a few moments ago. Swept in at the line by Ken Jäger. In behind the Austrian goal it goes. Niederreiter is bumped off balance. Battle for the puck. Penalty coming up against Austria. It looks like Baumgartner's going to go for holding the stick.
A couple of those we've seen in this game. And Baumgartner knows. You know it's bad when you're not even complaining about holding the stick. As he, again, chicken wings down on Siegenthaler is trying to get away from him. He's got it pitched in, and the power play that scored on a 5-on-3 goes back to work trying to tie the game.
Benjamin Baumgartner did not play yesterday. That's Roger Bonner, the head coach of Austria. Another great atmosphere in here tonight. Switzerland looking to tie the game with a power play. And they get possession, and it is Josi. Pressure on him right away as he's knocked down by Vukovic. And helps get that puck out. Ali Vukovic, 27-year-old, doing some nice work here. Hischier grabs it and takes it away quickly. Nico Hischier to the line to Nino Niederreiter. Look to give it back. Swept it back to the half boards. Kurashev for Switzerland. Former Quebec Rampart to the blue line to Josi. Hischier. He and Josi play catch. Niederreiter is in the slot. Kurashev picks it up in the corner. Point pass, Josi. Hischier. Ambul teed it up all the way back to the line. Josi will turn and slow things down. Wrist shot, tipped in front, hit the post, and Kicker reaches back, and somehow that stays out.
Was that Ambul trying to get any piece of that puck? It was sitting there for anyone to take. Ambul had a stick in behind Kicker, and he couldn't quite find it. Bouncing puck comes in. There it is. Oh, as he's falling, Meyer has his stick all torqued up. Now that's the penalty. Meyer's got his stick torqued into Ambul's shoulder. That's why he couldn't wrap his arms around.
Watch the right hand of Kicker here.
Oh, a bare hand grab. That is awesome. Unfortunately, it's going to be a 5-on-3 for at least a minute, although it only took 5 seconds last time Switzerland was in this position. Talk about landing on the line with a bare hand.
Pretty brave from Kickert. And a face-off win for Switzerland. So yes, their second 5-on-3 man advantage of the game. Trying to tie it. Josi, 9 minutes into the second. Hischier shoots right on, and Kickert got over in good time and made the save.
See the adjustment on that lost face-off. They went storming out to Josi saying, we're not going to let you take the one-timer. We're going to make somebody else beat us. So they slowly rotate Hischier into position, and Kickert was on top of that one, had a good view of the pass. Josi didn't freeze him enough to make it trouble getting across.
Ambuhl on the draw and wins it. Josi, Löffel's shot, didn't get all of it. It got through and they'll reset. Roman Josi's got Hischier to his right. Löffel trying to find it. He's got lots of time. Two-man advantage for the Swiss. Looking to knock this game at 3. Löffel thought about the shot. Played it over. Niederreiter. Slot pass. Ambuhl denied. Big stuff by Kickert. Josi scores! The captain Josi with 3 points, and we are tied at 3.
What a night it is shaping up to be for Roman Josi. 2 power play goals now. Good adjustment. Austria coming out so wide to protect the one-timers. That means there's people down to the net outnumbering, and Kickert and the defense corps desperately trying to corral a puck, but everyone's just arriving a hair late. And Josi's able to come in and grab the last rebound and put it right up and under the bar. And they do it before the first penalty expires, so they still have 1:23 left of power play time.
Mike, it's my first look at Andre Zambuhl. I'm really impressed that this guy pays the price at the tender age of 40 years old.
And he's not a big guy.
Yes, still a power play for Switzerland, and they score! Ken Jäger, and just like that, the Swiss have the lead. Two goals in 13 seconds.
Off the rush, Andrighetto gets clean access as he goes wide on Strong, and Unterweger just does not realize Jäger's on the back post. Unterweger's covering someone in the slot when the most dangerous man was the one wearing 17 and standing there for a tap-in. No chance whatsoever for Kickert. And when you're the better team, draw penalties, go on the power play, make them pay. And that's 3 power play goals of the 4 for Switzerland in the game tonight.
So Jäger with his first of the tournament, had an assist yesterday, and the Swiss right back into the Austrian zone. In behind the goal, Dario Simeon. Sentler. So at 9:30 it was Josi. At 9:43 it was Jäger. And it's slid in there by Simeon. The Swiss with their first lead of the night, as it knocked out there by Raffel to center. We'll see how Austria answers after those 2 quick goals against. Herzog cut it off at the blue line. He'll shovel it ahead. Berchi carries it in. That shot fought off by Kickert. During attempt by the Austrians, and out of close, a sliding save there by Glauser, but it is offside Switzerland. But they have scored 3 goals in this second period, 3 in a row, and they lead it 4-3.
Favorite song you want to hear? That's DJ's choice.
Back in Prague, 4-3 now Switzerland, where the lesson for Austria is do not take a penalty against the Swiss team.
We don't even know how well Switzerland is playing 5-on-5 because they haven't had to. And if Austria is able to play the next 29 minutes at 5-on-5, they'll give themselves a chance. But clearly a special teams game is not in their favor.
Josi a power play goal, 2 actually, and then Jäger with 1. Hischier with an even strength goal. A power play goal for Austria by Howdem, Unterweger, and
oh, that was an awkward crash on the boards on the shoulder. Turkov,
the former Kelowna Rocket, not up just yet.
He sort of got tangled up and crashed by himself. Got all the brunt of the blow on his right shoulder. Turkov coming off an incredible year with Lugano. Ouch. Had 28 goals, good for second in the league. Had 60 points, good for second in the league. And yeah, he's playing on the first line with Nico Hischier. It tells you what Switzerland thinks of his game as well. Hopefully he's okay. Patrick Fisher and his squad.
Turkov, 26 years old, his 3rd World Hockey Championship. Well, more than halfway through regulation in this one. It's been a fun one. 4-3 Switzerland with the lead over Austria. Swiss trying to go 2-0 in this tournament. Austria 0-1 so far. Turning with it is Chervet. He'll dump it in. Amboul in on the forecheck. Swiss get the puck. Turning is Kurashev. He is knocked down to the play by Rossi. Rossi poking at the loose puck. Kurashev comes away with it, tries to cut, but he could not get past the check of Unterweger, and he'll move it to center. He ends up chopping it into the zone. Berra, who struggled in the first 2 Austrian goals, had a hard time with both shots, made that pass, and away comes Josi working on a 3-point game. Josi cuts, reached back, could not continue with it, and now Rossi will bring it away. Rossi flips that in. Kukan, shots are now 17-8 in favor of Switzerland. They were 7 apiece after 1 period of play, and Kickert freezes the puck.
The referee had his hand up again. I think that's because Austria can't change after the puck was frozen on the dump in. So here's Roman Josi's night's work for the 3rd goal, and then that's a snappy pass. Wow. Kickert, if he watches that one back, any pass that goes through the blue paint, the goalies want to be able to get their stick on it. It was such a hard pass from Andrighetto that Kickert almost didn't react in time, but you want to help yourself out by deflecting any pucks going through the crease.
Off the draw, it's batted back of the Austrian goal. Switzerland with the 1-goal lead. Jäger with the most recent goal reaching in for it, and he is knocked down. Backhand pass by Meyer. And he'll get it and move that out to center. Kukan stepped in front of his man. And the Swiss right back into the zone. Andrighetto for Niederreiter. Had a scary incident happen against the Kings late in the season. He had his Achilles neck cut for 8 stitches. It could have been a heck of a lot worse. He missed time, but was able to get ready for the playoffs for the Jets. Kukan gets that pass back, but he couldn't find it. Now sweeping it, Meyer. He is knocked down on the play.
The hook coming up to Kukan. Trip.
This comes with 7:13 left in the second period as the 2 referees discuss it, and Kukan does not agree.
He's going to the bench, as though it's not him. I'm pretty sure it was. He's got to get called back to the box. Reaches his stick in. There was the shove that Switzerland wanted called, but it was not. And here is Kukan reaching. Oh, he's got a point. Oh, he's got a point. That's not a trip. He fooled me as well. That is just Meyer catching an edge. And hopefully they can... Oh, that's a tough call. When the referees see that, they'll know they missed it.
Christian Viken of Finland.
And it's one of those ones, if no one saw it differently, there's not much they can do. They can't take it back unless they're sure. And the Swiss bench is like, we'll show it to you. We can show you that he fell on his own, but not going to work.
Third power play of the night for the Austrians. At the blue line, Heinrich waits for it. Rossi controls it and gives it to him. The pass to Nissner, to the slot. Schneider looking to find it. He spent 4 years with the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, Peter Schneider. He wears 3. He's in that bumper spot. That's blocked by Embrul. And ahead it comes. Hischier against a pair of Austrians. He'll kill a little bit of time. And some more. Hischier along the board. Schneider trying to pop it free, and out it comes. Dominic Heinrich, 15 years with Salzburg, played this last year with the Vienna Caps. Austrian power play. They're down by 1. Drop to Rossi. He'll hand it off and head into the Swiss zone. Turning with it was Nissner. He gets it back. Benjamin Nissner. They look to get set now. Heinrich to Nissner, creeping down. Raffel is occupying space in front. That shot blocked.
Blocked by Siegenthaler. Leaned into that thing.
He's no stranger to block shots. One of his strong points of his game. Bad change.
Look at this
by both teams.
Look at this.
Keystone Cops. Austrians come right back into the zone. Sverger tried to move it to the blue line. Herzog cut it off. He'll turn and shoot that, and is able to clear the zone. Looked like both teams were close to too many men that time. Now Sverger for Austria with 25 left in the penalty to Kukan. Dropped off. Howdem, who has a goal, sends it back to the blue line. Sverger back to the point. Low shot, stick save by Berra, who's not been busy in this period. Sverger, side of the net pass all the way back to the line. There's a drive. Score! Howdem with a second, and we're tied at 4.
He wanted it. He got it. I guess he's feeling good about his one-timer because he was asking everyone to get it over to him. Finally, after they get the broken play from the goal line, the rotation's available, and that's Reto Berra's job. Josi takes far side away. Berra's supposed to grab short side, but Howdem just hits it too well. Roger Batter, the coach, fist pumping in the back. And if Austria, if you would have told them that you get 4 goals before the game started, you would have had some non-believers. This game has been wild.
That Howdem goal came with 1 second left in the penalty, so 5 power play goals in this, 3 for the Swiss and 2 for Austria.
Not been a penalty killing or goaltending clinic by any stretch.
5 minutes left in this period. Howdem with a pair today, tying this game again. Now Siegenthaler had a good block shot last time around into the corner. Takes a funny bounce off the stanchion, carried away by Vukovic. He'll dump that in. Niederreiter is back there for Switzerland. And a tumbling Kukan went down awkwardly, but he's fine.
And that was on a penalty that should not have been called on Kukan.
Hear the referee closest to it saying, play on. That's Sean McFarland from the United States. It does come loose. Heinrich at the point. Low shot. That's blocked by Andrighetto. That stung him too. Sven Andrighetto. And that pass will come out of the zone. Kilian Zundel had to regroup. Andrighetto gets to the bench. And he'll try and gather himself there. Sharp angle shot by Nissner. All the way back to the line. Zundel put it behind the goal, just out of the reach of Raffel. 4 minutes left in this second period. 8 goals in total on 28 shots. Schneider tees it up, and Kukan was able to get a piece of that. Sverger didn't get much of it at all. He's got it again. Sverger thought about the pass, held on to it. Comes out the other side, teed it up. There's a shot. Berra with a save, and Schneider with a great chance to put Austria back ahead, but he is denied. 3:41 left in the second. 4-4 your score.
And the first one is Hulk OK Avengers. Josi here. Nice! Great to see that your eyes already okay, man.
Back here in Prague, a wild second period going on. The Swiss had 2 goals in 13 seconds to get ahead, but then Hodem with his second made it 4-4 at 14:45. Shots in this period, 17-4 in favor of Switzerland. We have a quick chat before this defensive zone face-off. It's Berchi against Rossi.
Tough night in the save percentage for Reto Berra. He's given up 4 on 11 shots. Solid 64%.
Not great. Rossi with a tight shot. Berra trying to find it in behind the goal. And the pass comes to Zwerger. Austria looking to get that lead back. They were ahead 2-0 at one point in the first period. It's been back and forth since then. The referee lets play go right on, and the Austrians come away with it. Shot attempt by Mario Huber, and that was blocked. He had an assist on the Hodem goal, the last one. That's fought off there by Berra, and now Josi kicks it into gear. Carries it into the zone. Looks for the return pass, gets it. Lost it. Turkov, who was shaken up after flying into the boards earlier. Good to see he's back out there and okay. Now Josi back in his own zone, pressured by Rossi. Löffel, long pass ahead, a good one to Kurashev. He's got a trailer. That shot is blocked. Shot attempt there by Sherbe, was unable to get it through. Now Löffel catches up to it. Slams on the brakes. Places it behind the goal. Sherbe to Kurashev. He is bumped with 2.5 to go in this second period. And the Swiss get it back. Poked in deep. Wolf will slam that around the boards. Kept in there by Löffel. Ganal was at the blue line for Austria, but could not tip that out. You can feel the intensity gather and rise as this game has gone along as well. As Löffel chugs back, and it is icing against Austria.
And here is the non-called trip. There you see Meyer going down. Kukat's stick is nowhere near his feet. And of course, you get a bad call, and you get a power play goal against. Hodem deserves full credit, though. That was a heavy one-timer. And it's beer shower time, apparently. A little early for that. Or maybe it's just the right time, but Swiss fans going back and forth with Austrians.
It is hot in here, Mike. You have to cool off any way you can.
And the crazy part is, down by the ice, it's warmer. Dress rooms are sweltering from all reports. So I'm more watching the ice, how the ice holds up.
That's a great point.
3 games in this heat, this amount of people in and out of the building, it's to me looks like it's not bad, all things considered.
About 21 degrees here today in Prague, so not blistering hot outside, but warm in here as it goes off Niederreiter. He'll grab it again. Nino Niederreiter. Siegenthaler cruising to the slot area, looking for the pass, but it is snared by Kickert, who stops the play.
I think on some level, Switzerland just wants to play like this. Just let us play 5-on-5 and lean on them. We'll break them down at some point. We'll find a way to score a goal or two. But the trading the power plays and opportunities is not Switzerland's plan. They think they're deeper and stronger. They just wear on them, lean on them. 5-on-5.
Switzerland with 3 power play goals. Austria with a pair. That's been a big story tonight. Hischier wins the face-off. Turkov fires it. And that went off the mark.
There's Josi just skating miles.
He's all over the place.
He's mastered the art, Dan, of not stopping. Like he rarely slams on it. That's a trip.
Hischier gets up, passes. That goes off a stick as Berra will hustle to the bench in favor of the extra attacker with under a minute to go in this period. And the way the power play is gone, maybe the Swiss just want to give the puck away and get that power play working as Berchi cruising into the slot. Now we get a whistle, and the Swiss will have a man advantage.
Vukovic thinks that was a missed call. He's protesting quite vigorously. Hischier picks it up in full flight. Oh my goodness, what is he talking about? He stuck his foot out, look at this. Kicked at him with his right leg.
And then the what me look.
And then we watch the replay and he says, oh, maybe I shouldn't be complaining so much.
So with 46.5 seconds to go in this second period, power play for Switzerland. They have 3 goals so far with the man advantage.
Digging on the faceoff here. Here, Hischier.
He beats Nisner, and they'll get set. Josi, Nisner sprinted right to him. Josi fires it right on goal. Rebound! Oh, what a stop! Kicker kept it out somehow as he denies a chance in tight from Kurashev.
Oh my word! Kurashev, wide open net. Oh! Love you very much. Kicker. Can you kick her?
Oh.
Yes, you can. Oh my gosh. Save of the tournament. Highlight of the night. David Kicker taking one away from Kurashev.
And he even reached back a little bit, it looked like, to make that save.
My goodness.
Well, the Swiss thought they had the lead again, no doubt. Kurashev who just missed it, plays it to the goal line. Niederreiter got it back. Nino Niederreiter to Nico Hischier. Point pass to Josi. Backing up, wrists it through, knocked down before it got to the net. Niederreiter broke up the clearing attempt, but this time Strong is able to move that to center. And Rossi is hacked at, taken away by Kurashev with 10 left in this active second period. Off the rush now, Hischier delays, shoots it. Kicker made the save. He juggled it for a moment and froze it.
I don't want Kicker to get scored on the rest of this period. He needs to be able to milk that save and a tie game into the intermission. That was one for the ages. Kurashev gets a lot on it. He gets it up, but he just snares it. Oh my goodness.
Brilliant athletic maneuver there by David Kickert, who did not dress yesterday. Hard to get much better than that on a save. 3.2 seconds remaining in this second period. Kurashev in the shooter spot if Hischier tries to draw it back. He does. Kurashev, will he have time? He slings it through. He got it on goal, but this busy second period comes to an end. So when the third period starts, 1:13 of power play time left for Switzerland. We are tied at 4 after 2 periods here at the World Hockey Championship in Prague.
Well, there was Oliver Kapanen scoring a hat-trick in the previous game when Finland have beaten Great Britain in the afternoon. Now we can expect a tribal hat-trick with all the Josi, but what a great battle. It's a thrilling game we're experiencing here at the National 24 IIHF Championship. And after the second period, the score is Austria, Switzerland 4-all. So now it's time for the statistics.
Schön, diese Lobes.
Kennedys.
Goal for Team Switzerland is scored by number 19, Josi, assisted by number 10, Andreas. Austria na plánování konkurence 2 minuty podážení.
Only 5 guys here! Too many guys here! Hey! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Holding the stick. Yo. Number 12. Yep. Hooking.
Switzerland, just scored by number 19, Josi, assisted by number 10, Andreas. Assisted by number 10, Andreas. Scored by number 19, Josi, assisted by number 10, Andreas.
He is a true legend, but is enough to hold the world record? Your answer is yes, and only 40 for you after him, and obviously he is a record holder. So, yes was the right answer. And the final answer of this quiz is the first IIHF World Championship was in 1932. Obviously, the options yes or no. I sadly figure here which edition it is. So if you're good at that, it's going to be really easy for you to answer. No was right, and 162 of you answered correctly. And now we will be looking for the winner who can pick up his prize at the information desk behind sector 101. We will find out if we will be winning. Yes, social credit is the winner. What a nickname for using the app. Congratulations to social credit. In case you are social credit, first of all, congratulations for this choice. And secondly, definitely pick up your prize at the information desk. Now, from Prague to Australia, there is a Group B of the 2024 IIHF World Championship, and as you can see, Team Sweden is proving that he is a true contender of becoming world champion. They are in the lead 3-1 after 2 periods, and the third period is already on, so we will see if Sweden will make it onto the winning end of this game. But now, a great derby, an intensive atmosphere on ice, and also here in the arena. Thank you so much for that. And here are the highlights of the second period.
You good too? You guys ready to go? Give my water. I'll go. Give me
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the arena. Team Austria. so say, Hopp Schwitz, Herr SB Schweiz.
Back in Prague, and you see Akira Schmid entering the game after a bit of a rough one tonight for Reto Berra's 667 save percentage. So Schmid gets the call, 5-9-1 with the New Jersey Devils this year, 895 save percentage, 43 career games.
I bet before the game, Switzerland thought there was a 0% chance that they would need to replace goaltenders for performance and goals against. And yet here we are at 4-4, buckling up for a tremendous third.
Interesting call by head coach Patrick Fisher as Schmid will play it. 1:05 left in the penalty to Austria's Vukovic. Carried in by Kurashev, and he ripped that one wide. He was absolutely stoned by Kickert with a brilliant glove save in that second period as it's dumped into the Switzerland zone. 4-4 the score. Switzerland will play Czech tomorrow, and Austria will play Canada on Tuesday as Hischier brings it in, tries to turn the corner. Nico Hischier protecting it nicely. Sends it back, Niederreiter waiting. That goes off the stick of Wolf. Kurashev centering pass. Hischier scores! And another power play goal for Switzerland. It's 5-4.
It was Hischier who drew the penalty with his good skating, and it's Hischier who scores the goal because of his strong skating. Second goal of the game, and the puck protection all the way around sets up this play in the front of the net and bounces off the side of the net for Kurashev. Not really looking for Hischier, but gets off Kickert's stick, and Hischier able to adjust the body enough to scoop it by the glove of Kickert. And finally, Switzerland has the lead. Again, 5-4, they've gone back and forth here.
Hischier working on a 3-point game. 4 power play goals here this evening for Switzerland. Knocked ahead, watch out, as just a light bump that time on Simeon, who came into the zone. Sentler sent it behind the net. All the way around to the hash marks. Simeon turning in the corner. So yes, a lead again for Switzerland. They are up 4-3, and then Howden got his second of the game at 14:45 of the second as tie us at 4. That clearing attempt is successful. Siegenthaler made the pass, gets off the ice. Charging in is Ken Jäger. He had a goal in that second period, finishing a nice pass from Sven Andrighetto. Headman from Meyer. Baumgartner makes the pass. Rossi finds it for Austria, trying to tie it again. Shifty maneuver. Marco Rossi centering pass, and Schmid got a piece of that.
This is great. Coaches hate these games, but players gotta like them.
Back and forth we continue to go here in Prague. Marty makes the pass, tape to Andrighetto, and here he comes. Austrians getting back quickly. Niederreiter sent it behind the goal. Andrighetto unable to do anything with it. Back to center. Niederreiter protecting it this time, and in it goes. Schmid will tee it up, both teams changing. Shots after the second, 22-12 in favor of Switzerland. They outshot Austria 15-5 in the second period. Now pulling his way into the zone is Scherve. Back to the line. That's lofted wide, picked up, centering pass intended for Kurashev, and he can't find it. Howdum got to center and moved it in. Josi, three-point game. He's been nothing short of brilliant tonight. Whisks that around the boards. Kurashev first on it. Looking to spin off the check of Heinrich. Kurashev's pass off Heinrich and down the ice. Long lead feed. Hischier redirected that one in. Hischier been good at the dot tonight too. He's won 71% of his faceoffs. Kukan will serve it back behind the goal. Bernd Wolf chasing it down for Austria. Schneider put it behind the goal. Back at the point, Berchi. A slap pass bounces off a skate. And Unterweger, who's got 3 points today, will muscle that back behind the goal. And now Wolf for Austria. Past Schneider. Icing against the Austrians.
It's been a long way back for Switzerland, in large part because of the work of Austria around the front of the net. Good chance here. Schmid has to make his first save, and he almost gets beat while reaching for the puck. An uncomfortable first attempt, as Ganal almost poked one past him.
Face-off controlled by the Swiss. They won 61% of draws through 2 periods of play. Puck is loose. Good hustle after it by Simeon. And that's played to the corner. Marty gets there for the Swiss. A clearing attempt by Nisner. And now out it goes. Collected by Herzog. Bringing it in. Drops it back. Marty pounded it on goal. Knocked away by Kickert. Some time to operate for Rossi as Andrighetto went flying, but he stripped him of the puck. Good forecheck by Sven Andrighetto. He'll control it now. Takes a look, shoveled it toward the net. Blocked by Rossi as there was a man in front, Niederreiter, waiting for that puck. Not a lot of room for Austria out there right now. Wolf will turn back with it. Long pass, redirected in by Rossi. Glauser for the Swiss, moved it to the line. Josi hoping for that pass to come to him instead. It redirects to Glauser. And now Josi at the logo at center, bringing it in. Low shot kicked away by Kickert. And Rossi, who must be tired at this point, lofted it off the glass. But that's an icing call.
Not going to get him a break as Nico Hischier, who was going to be the captain till Roman Josi showed up. He gave up the C, put it on Josi. And he just goes to work in a quiet manner, as he always does. So strong around the puck. He's not a big guy. Doesn't look like a big guy, but he plays much larger than he appears.
Former Halifax Moosehead Nico Hischier was part of a string of tremendous future National Hockey League players from that major junior franchise. He's got it behind the net. Turkov is in front. That's Siegenthaler taking it. Wrist shot through a crowd, and Turkov tipped that. It went off the glass. Swiss threatening to go ahead by 2. Good strip of the puck there by Berchi as he took it away. Continues on with it. Stops. Berchi will leave it. Turkov. And now it comes to center. So Dean Kukan is back for it. Jonas Siegenthaler with both teams completing a change now. Nico Hischier with the go-ahead goal at 43 seconds of the third on the power play. Ganal got it ahead. In they come. Baumgartner backhands it. Just past the goal and past the waiting Akira Schmid, who came on in relief of Redo Berra to start this third. And Rigetto reaches back there for Switzerland. He knocks it loose. Swept it ahead. Niederreiter pitches it over. Marty gets to center red. He'll dump that one in. Baumgartner. Long pass to the left wing. Ganal is there. He is challenged by Simeon. He took it away. Austria trying to complete a change as Marty fires that one right back in. Reaching in is Simeon for the Swiss. Herzog as well. He comes away with it. Herzog bumped off the puck. Good work defensively. Charging to center is Paul Huber. He'll dump it in. His third World Championship for Austria, Paul Huber. Herzog looking to clear it, but Zundel was all over him. That crowd gathers and it's knocked loose. Blauser put it behind the net. Josi put it off the boards, and that's going to be icing against Switzerland.
Roman Josi in the second period played more than 10 minutes. He was at 18 minutes, just under through 2 periods. And while Patrick Fisher has to play him that much because he's playing well, power play's been going, and in a close game, you really don't want to be playing Roman Josi upwards of 30 minutes against Austria in the second game. You'd like to keep him around 22, 23 if you could.
Especially with the Czechs waiting tomorrow to play this Swiss team.
And exactly right. Then you'll need him to play as much as he can.
We've talked about the heat in this building. They've actually opened the doors. It's about 17 degrees outside, so trying to circulate some cool air in here to help things out if they can.
The problem with that is the other part about good ice is not just temperature, it's humidity. And as soon as you open up the doors to the elements outside, you lose control of the humidity. So it's an ongoing nice weather problem to have as we're in the spring here in Prague. It's been a beautiful week we've been here, or in your case, a few days.
It's just been stunning, right? My first trip here, I can't believe how beautiful it is. Just so much fun, too, to be out and seeing all the different fans with the jerseys on representing their country. Game 3, day 3 in this building. Slovakia beat Finland beat Great Britain in the first game, 8-0 in Canada over Denmark, 5-1 in the second game. Bedard had 2 goals and an assist. That game was close for a while.
Yeah. And in the other pool, Sweden 3-1 on Poland. So, again, probably closer than you would think into the third period, as that has been the story for most of this tournament.
5-4, the Swiss continue to lead here in Prague.
The Prague area is full of celebrities tonight, but there's not just models and superheroes here. There is also probably the biggest brand in the history of Mr. Albert Einstein. And because he's 72, he's still cheering for Switzerland.
It's been a fun game to watch and call here in Prague. To start the game, Austria was up 2-0. They had a 3-1 lead at one point. And then Switzerland was up 4-3. The Austrians tie it, and now Team Switzerland ahead by a count of 5-4. Akira Schmid looking on. Probably didn't think he'd get to play on his 24th birthday, but he's in there now.
Good news for him. He's the goalie of record. Yes, he is the goalie who was in the net when the current game-winning goal was scored. So the winner of the loss will be on him.
Siegenthaler ahead for Hischier. He can't control it. Speeding back was Mario Huber for Austria, but they'll have to retreat. Underweger put it to the corner. Wolf unable to grab it. Turkov placed it around the boards.
And see Berchi out there with Hischier instead of Kurashev in protecting a lead.
Hischier's shot blocked. Berchi will cycle it. Turkov along the boards. He'll cycle it again. Hischier puts on the brakes. Berchi there to help him. Christoph Berchi. Wolf got enough of him to help get that puck out of the zone. Austria with a quick change now. They've been outshot 26-14 here tonight. Very much in this one. Obviously, it's been nip and tuck tonight. Lerfo will fire that around the boards. Andrighetto waiting. Scooped it to the corner. Leaning in is Jagger. He's knocked off balance. Andrighetto trying to get free, but pretty good defensive work by Meyer. Marty forced to turn back. He is bumped lightly by Howden, who's got the 2 goals and a stagger at the blue line by Strong, and that'll go out of the zone. Niederreiter strips him. Nino Niederreiter walks in, tried to tee it up for Jagger. maybe got in too tight to shoot it himself, but did well to take that puck away.
The ref signaling that Jäger had the stick chicken wing by Baumgartner. No penalty.
Glauser for Switzerland. Plays it to Niederreiter. Take the drop pass. He's got 2 Austrians to deal with. Gets knocked down. Put it to the corner, though. Meyer is there and finally is able to bump that one out. And Austria will make a change now with 10:40 left in regulation. Glauser, tape to tape to Sentler with speed into the zone. Shot it wide. At the far boards, Simeon is there. He worked it in behind the goal. Herzog first on it for Switzerland. Sentler. Heinrich comes to meet him. Sven Sentler had it taken away. Zundel is there for Austria. Glauser played it in deep. Switzerland with the territorial advantage for most of this game. We're still seeing it here in the third as they continue to lead by 1. Now Heinrich forced to go back. Herzog is tied up momentarily there by Nissner. He'll make the pass. Zundel snapped it ahead, and it's icing.
But if you're Austria, one of the things that you could take pride in is you've gotten 4, right? You need 5. But Roman Josi has had a say in that one, and he has been just dynamic from start to finish all over this game. 2 different goals. Beautiful assist to Hischier. Gonna play 25 minutes minimum. He's already at 22 with 10 minutes left, so that 26 or 27 minimum.
The 2020 Norris Trophy winner is the NHL's top defenseman, Roman Josi. Siegenthaler off a clean face-off win again by Hischier. Berchi spins off a check. Hischier waiting for it, but it went off a skate and out. So now Siegenthaler again gets over center red, pounds it in. Wolf is there for Austria, swept the line no further. Kukan shovels it behind the goal. Got away from Berchi, but Siegenthaler read the play well. Turkov to Kukan. He gets on the move. Siegenthaler wristed it wide. He was probably looking to connect there with Berchi, who was in front for a moment. And Wolf puts it back behind the goal for Dominique Heinrich. He's got time. That's Wolf waiting as Heinrich goes off. Wolf directing traffic. 9 minutes to go in the third. 1-goal lead for Switzerland, looking to go up 2-0 in this tournament. Swept in by Rossi. Schmid. Short pass to the corner. Sverger is there for the Austrians. Huber played it to the other side, but waiting was Umbul, and they're able to clear the zone. That pass intended for Huber, cut off by Marty. He'll stop. Swept it to the corner, but waiting for it there was Unterweger, and he'll knife that one down the ice. No icing. Kurashev stumbled a little bit, but he regains composure and comes through center. Philip Kurashev, right side pass. Worked in a little deeper by Sherve. Turning is Kurashev, lost possession. Here comes Austria into the attacking zone. The pass for Ganal off the boards. He'll backhand that on the cycle. Josi knocked his man down on the play. That was Baumgartner for Austria. He gets right back up. Turning away with it. Howdem, point pass. Strong shot, and he missed the net. He put it right along the ice. Looking for a tip, perhaps. Austria looking to tie this game. Baumgartner fires and scores! Benjamin Baumgartner ties it at 5.
After just keeping that puck in, he was right on the blue line, but kept it alive and just sort of drifts one. And it's bobbing and weaving and dancing all over the place. No one could track it.
Off his trapper here.
Yeah, Schmid gets a piece with his glove, but that's some ugly goaltending. Switzerland, Berra followed up by Schmid at this point. No offside challenge to be had. And Austria, with 5, have tied it up.
The Benjamin Baumgartner, a 2020 pick of the New Jersey Devils, beats Akira Schmid, the Devils goaltender. Baumgartner did not play yesterday, and a seeing eye shot has knotted this game once again. 5 goals on 14 shots for Austria here tonight. Herzog along the boards. Austria will not go away here in this one. Schneider forechecking. Runs into Siegenthaler. Kukan in the corner. Tries to move it out. That hit Raffel. Pops up in the air. Sentler gets as far as center. And the Swiss will regroup. Raffel, the captain, heads off on a change. Switzerland doing it as well. Now Siegenthaler gets over the line and floats that one in. Unterweger taken away. Side of the net, down the slot. Hischier knights at it. There's a chance for Turkov, and he is denied as Kickert is able to pounce on the loose puck. 5-5 with 6:47 to go here in regulation between Switzerland and Austria.
Woman next to me is our volunteer of the day. So please make some noise and big applause for Rasta, for media department, our volunteer of the day. We want to say a huge thank you for every volunteer here in Prague Arena. You are absolutely great.
Back here in Prague, where 24-year-old Benjamin Baumgartner with a seeing eye shot at 12-14. This third period has tied this game at 5. And Robertson and Mike Johnson with you. And a false start on the faceoff. They'll do that again. But yes, the story going forward, or part of it for Switzerland, what's the goaltending situation going to be from now on?
Well, it's going to be Leonardo Giannoni is what it's going to be. He played the first game. He'll get tomorrow, I'm sure.
Giannoni stopped 13 of 15 versus Norway in that 5-2 win, as that's cleared past Hischier. And that's going to be icing against Switzerland with 6.5 left in the third.
And you can look at Switzerland's bench. They are bubbling right now. The idea of perhaps taking points and maybe even a win off their rival. They have never scored 5 goals in a game against Switzerland in the history of this matchup. So they're doing things they've never done before.
Last year in 7 games, Austria scored 11 goals in total. They have 5 here tonight.
6-2 is a major uptick.
Niederreiter to Josi. He'll flip it in. Niederreiter looking to get to that puck first before Meyer. Meyer wins that battle on his backhand, swept it ahead and chipped out to center. Sven Andrighetto now gets turned in the right direction, and here he comes. Snapped it off the stick of Niederreiter. He says, I tipped it, so there is no icing. Strong, who had an assist on that Baumgartner goal, is there for Austria. Haudum moved it ahead, 2-on-2 developing. And a pretty good check. Ganal made the feed, then he was tied up. And that draw is going to come back into the Switzerland zone.
So two teams looking at different things. Right? Austria is not really thinking about making the quarterfinals. They want to make sure they don't get relegated. So any point or 2 they can pick up against the top 4 teams, there's a clear top 4 and next 4, gives them a great opportunity with any other win to secure a spot. They'd be good to go if they can get points out of this game.
Heinrich off the Austrian face-off win. Schneider put it in behind the goal. Neat play that time by Josi. Just a little chip pass. Niederreiter will turn between a pair of Austrians, but he can't clear it. Now Raffel had it taken away. I want to welcome the viewers who are watching Sweden and Poland. Sweden with the 5-1 victory in Ostrava. 5-5 here in a back-and-forth game between Switzerland and Austria. Berti off the rush. She tried to break through. Wolf, good breakup with the stick. Knocked it away. Hischier kept it in. He's had a game tonight. Nico Hischier driving. Centering pass. Knocked away from Berti. And Marti cannot keep it in. A 2-on-1. And it's Marco Josi. Josi waits, cuts in, shoots. Stopped by Schmid. A glove save. And what a stop it was. Still tied at 5 with under 5 left in the third period here in Prague. .447 remaining in the third. Marco Josi with a great chance to put Austria ahead off a 2-on-1 moments ago.
That would have been something.
And off the draw, Sensler for Switzerland, able to push that ahead, bumped by Strong. Herzog following up. Roman Josi creeping in on the weak side, but
we saw him. Herzog did not.
It's easy to see from up here. Herzog battling with a couple of Austrians, including Meyer, and that'll come loose. Now, Baumgartner, who tied the game with a long point shot, and ahead. He'll take it and fire it off a stick, and up and out of play.
And for Switzerland, you know, you don't want to get too far ahead of yourself, but you realize the two really strong teams in Group B, U.S. and Sweden. So you ideally would like to finish first or second in Group A to avoid those two teams in the quarterfinals. Play Germany or Slovakia, good teams, but not quite Sweden or U.S., which means you can't be dropping points against the bottom 4 teams of Group A, which they are 4 minutes away from doing.
Heinrich's shot, he got it right back, sent it through, and Schmid was able to hang on to it with a Missner in front of him.
Schmid put in a tough spot after 40 minutes. At least they gave him probably the intermission to warm up, get your mind right that you're going in. It's not a lot of margin for error when you start the game tied in the third.
Vera had allowed 4 goals on 12 shots through 2 periods of play. The 37-year-old got the start for Switzerland tonight. Kukan will move it ahead. Berti was tied up, no icing. Kickert, remember that brilliant save he made earlier in the game on Kurashev. Berti swinging onto the puck for Switzerland. Shoots it. That hit the shin pad of Turkov. Hischier flings it around. Siegenthaler at the line. Berti, he'll turn. Christoph Berti with a snapshot, fought up by Kickert. He swept at it, missed it. But Austria is able to clear the puck as Schneider bangs it off the boards. Kukan took that pass from Siegenthaler. A lot of red jerseys, all 5 on the Austrian side of center. Weaving back, Niederreiter looking for Jäger. It'll pop loose. Sven Andrighetto, Niederreiter driving the net. Here's a chance, and Glauser with the drive, loose in front. Andrighetto kicks at it, stopped by Kickert, and he's able to stop the play.
Good job by Kickert to stay with the play. Another rolling puck, he fights it off, but Andrighetto and Niederreiter both the inside position. And look at Kickert, he's locked right in on Andrighetto. Upright, stable, able to make the save.
3:09 left in regulation. Andrighetto's going to stay out there with Jagger and Niederreiter. Rossi to take the face-off for Austria. Having a hard time getting this one done cleanly. Again, the Swiss will take on Czechia tomorrow here at O2 Arena. And Austria will play Canada on Tuesday. But they're not thinking about that now as Niederreiter wrists it down. Josi in the corner with a little dance, trying to shake a Czech, unable to do so, and the Austrians are able to clear it. No icing. Nino Niederreiter will skate it away. Niederreiter, former Islander, Hurricane, Wild, Winnipeg Jet now. He tipped that one wide. The race is on for it. Glauser got there first for Switzerland. Now Strong for Austria. Put it behind the goal. There's an opening to take it out for Ganal. He'll bring it over the line. Manuel Ganal shot. Knocked away by Schmid. They'll reset. Zundel got it to the line. Baumgartner put it in. Siegenthaler, partner pass. Kukan moved it to center. Gerchi wanted that pass. He had to adjust. Took it in, took it out. He was worried it would be offside. Now Hischier looking to get free. Nico Hischier. Aggressive move there by Zundel to get on it defensively. Kept in by Kukan, but he can't keep it in the end. 2 left in regulation. Ambul sent it toward the net. Kicked away by Kickert. Josi pouncing on it, but that came out of the zone. Bit of an unforced error there by Roman Josi, and the Austrians back in a 3-on-3 poke, loose by Siegenthaler. Austria changing its D. Here comes Ambul off the rush. Andreas Ambul to the net, and he draws a penalty. His helmet's knocked off, and this lethal Swiss power play is going to go to work.
Baron Wolf going to go for the hold on a gutsy net drive from Ambul. He takes this, he's on his own, so he's just going to turn the corner and just attack and force Wolf to reach. You know you're going to have a collision there, the short post or perhaps the far one. And Wolf goes for a hold. Switzerland calls timeout to rest their guys. And the power play that has already scored 4 times in this game will have a shot to the end of regulation and then on into overtime, 4-on-3, if they are not able to finish this one off in the next minute and a half.
There's 3 points for a regulation win, 2 for an overtime or a shootout win, and 1 point for an extra time loss. Well, it has been lethal. And a big part of the Swiss power play, the success has been the face-off percentage at key times on the power play.
And you can just see Nico Hischier and Ambul telling him we want it on the left side. So Hischier can be on his strong side, backhand pull. And Vukovic on his weak side, pulling to the middle of the ice.
You can hear the Austrian fans whistling their displeasure. Big draw coming, and it's won by Vukovic cleanly, but Kurashev is first on it. He is bottled up over there by Meyer. Ambul takes it to the corner as they look to get set. Kurashev down for Ambul. Niederreiter is in front. Hischier waiting for the pass. Ambul to the point. Josi gives it back to Anders Ambul, who drew the penalty. Josi. Kurashev had to settle that. He gave it back to Roman Josi. Taking his time. Ambul gets the return feed. Cross-ice pass. Pickard with a brilliant save. And he hangs on. Kurashev with the chance.
That is good work on the power play. A little give and go, open up the seam, and Kurashev gets it above the pad, but Kickard with his glove almost in the net, able to take it right off the goal line. So it's still another minute. The same group stays out there. Ambul trying to win on the right side now, and he does.
Beats Nistner cleanly, right back to Josi. Around it comes to Hischier. To Roman Josi. Josi shoots it. Kick save right to Hischier. Wraparound attempt. He scores!
Oh my goodness.
Nico Hischier with 50.5 seconds left makes it 6-5 Switzerland. 5 power play goals. And 3 for Nico Hischier.
Just stays with it, quick to the wraparound. He gets the second chance on it. And Nico Hischier, what a star-driven power play performance. Now Austria has to take a timeout to try to settle themselves as the bells are ringing for Hischier and his hat trick. That'll be another point for Josi. And to his totals, and it's been the Hischier-Josi power play experience.
5 power play goals today as, yes, Austria taking the timeout. Hischier with 3 goals and an assist. And that comes at 19:49 of this third period of play.
Not exactly how Switzerland drew it up, but they find themselves ahead with 51 seconds left. Now Kickert will start in net, pending the outcome of the neutral zone faceoff, which is why it's so important if you can win it, then dump it in. That's 20 seconds wasted where Austria won't get their goalie out. To add the attack, Kickert going to be up at the hash marks, top of the circle spot.
So it's Hischier from Josi and Ambrul on the power play to put the Swiss ahead within the final minute of regulation. It's shut down to Kickert, and he's just waiting to take off, as Mike says. Away comes Howdem. There goes Kickert. Into the Swiss zone it goes. They're trying to hang on. Josi behind the net. Played into the hash marks. A big pile in the corner. It comes to the near side. Now it's going to clear it. Sets it there to the empty net. It's off the stick and just into the corner with 20 seconds to go. Austria with time to get it up ice. They're going to have to hurry. Long pass by Heinrich. He got it to the line. Raffel centering pass, and that is knocked to the backboards. 8 seconds left. Raffel again. Umbul off the glass, and the Swiss are going to hang on and beat the Austrians 6-5. What a thriller here in Prague. Nico Hischier gets the winner, 1949 on the power play.
Did not think we were signing up for that kind of game, but we'll take it. That was wild back and forth, and again, goal differential means virtually nothing unless it's going to be a team that you're tied with, which Austria and Switzerland will not be. So for Switzerland, none of it matters. It's the full 3 points in regulation. Doesn't matter how they got there. They got the job done barely. 5 power play goals, unheard of for Switzerland to take the win.
Nico Hischier with the hat trick, and they pull it out 6-5 against Austria as they wait for the anthem.
The best players of each team will be awarded by IIHF International, official sponsor of the 2024 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship. The prizes will be presented by Nico Hischier, Vice President of the Austrian Ice Hockey Federation, and the Sport Directors of the Swiss Ice Hockey Federation, Lars Weiler. Best player of Team Austria, number 21, Lukas Heilung. Best player of Team Switzerland, number 13, Nico Hischier. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you're able to for the national anthem of winning team, the national anthem of Switzerland. Thank you so much for joining us on the safe trip back home. Tomorrow, the Scandinavian bout Norway versus Finland, and later on, Czechia back in the building with Switzerland. Dámy a pánové, díky moc za to, že jste dnes s námi ukázali fantastickou atmosféru. Zítřejší hlavní rady jasný. 10 minut před pořádou. Tým Švýcarska a tým Česka a ještě předtím skandinávské rady. Norsko, Finsko. Krásný zbytek večera. Good evening, people!
Lucas, it's called the Alpine Derby, and you could feel the intensity in the arena tonight, a back-and-forth game. How close did a win feel this evening?
Oh, very close. I think if there was any day to beat Switzerland, it was today. And yeah, a little unfortunate for us at the end. Tough call, I think, on the penalty, but yeah, it's no shame to lose against such a team. I think we were a good team today. We gave them a good battle, and yeah, they won.
You mentioned no shame, 5 goals against a really strong team. What will you try and build off of after tonight's game?
I think there's lots to take from it. At this level, it's all about simplicity. and that's always the issue for us. If we lose clear to a team, then it's our own fault. If we don't keep it simple, we get punished really, really bad, and that's the case sometimes. And I think today we did lots of things right.
David Kickard really kept your team in this. He had a fantastic save near the end of the second. Just how important was he in tonight's performance?
Sehr wichtig. Super Rückhaltgewesenheit, einen sehr wichtigen Save zu einer Phase, wo er uns im Spiel gehalten hat. Von dem her Chapeau, super Partie von Kickard und generell von der ganzen Mannschaft.
Thank you.
Danke, thank you.
Nico, this was a back and forth game, exchanging goals all night, and with less than a minute to go, you seal the deal for Switzerland. Describe how the game-winning goal feels in a game like this.
Feels great, obviously. I mean, it was a hard battle out there. I think we didn't play the way we wanted, but we battled hard and somehow found a way. And now we look a little bit what went wrong, but at the end of the day, we take the 3 points, and was huge for us.
Were you surprised at all by the fight tonight?
No, we were talking about it. We knew we got to be ready, but somehow we weren't really ready. They kind of outplayed us in the first period. They're a really hard-working team, and we just there are no easy games here. No easy games, and we got to have this mindset going forward now.
5 power play goals for Switzerland tonight. You scored 3 of them. What was clicking so well in the power play?
I think we simplify it and put pucks on net. Things open up then, and obviously good if the PP is rolling.
Roman Josi with 2 goals tonight. What stood out to you about your captain's performance this evening?
Just awesome. German? Ja, ich glaube, der Josi bringt es jeden Abend. Was macht, ist unglaublich, defensiv und offensiv. Und heute hat wieder seine Qualitäten gezeigt. Und ist cool, haben wir ihn am Team und müssen nicht gegen ihn spielen.
Thank you, Nico.
All right, thank you.
That's it.
Tschüss.